So we've got these ordered pairs, and we already know the model for the data, but we'd like to plot the data and the model. So we're going to go to our graphing calculator. We'll go ahead and plot these. So first we need to input our data. So we'll create a new spreadsheet, and that's right here. And then we want to label our columns as, and here it looks like we're using Y and T. So we'll do T and then Y. For those columns. Okay, and then notice that this tells us that t equals 8 corresponds to 2008. So that means then that we're measuring from the year 2000. And so when we put in this data, like this is going to be 8 and 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. So let's go ahead and input that. So we've got 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. And that's our x values. And then we need our y values, which are, we've got 3.03, 4.28, then 4.45, 4.76, 4.86, 4.58, and 4.41. We've got our data in there, and then to to plot it, we'll now add a graph to this, and so we'll go ahead and do a scatter plot. So we click Menu, and then Graph Entry, and Scatter Plot. And since we labeled our columns as T and Y, we'll be sure to do the same thing here. T for our x values, and then Y. Hit Enter. Okay, we can see that we've got some random points over here, and we want to make sure that it's kind of fit to our window, that our windows fit to our data. So we'll go to Menu, and then Window/Zoom, and just click Zoom Fit, and that'll kind of fit our data. Okay, and then we'll go ahead and also graph this line right here. And so to enter another function to plot, we'll click Tab, and because it's now just a function, we have to go back to Menu and Graph Entry, and then type function. And then we'll go ahead and type this in. So 0.184 times, I have to use x since this is a function of x, but it won't matter. And then plus 2.32. So we've got our line here that's kind of following our data. And we could go ahead and just put that right here. I'm not going to actually draw it out because, well, it's right there on the screen. Okay, then we want to know how closely this represents the data. Now notice we've got this random point down here. Okay, and then these points up here, and then it comes back down. It doesn't actually look like this line is following the data very, very nicely. And so we're going to go ahead and say that this model, the model, does not follow closely. Okay? And if the model does not closely represent the data, suggest another type of model that may be a better fit. So looking at this, well, we've got this point and then it comes up and then it turns around and starts to fall again. And I think maybe a quadratic model would probably be better. So a quadratic may be better.